What is up, everyone? I'm coming on here for a couple of plays for the day. Pretty solid day yesterday. Pretty happy about how it turned out. My main goal yesterday was to go 3 out of 3 on the tacos, and that is actually what we ended up doing, which is nice to see there. The only thing that did miss was this Ja Morant discount. I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but Ja Morant unfortunately did miss, but the play that I picked him with did hit, so it was there. The opportunity was there. Ja just needed 2 more points. And then this was actually the play that I sent out yesterday in the YouTube video. So this did hit. Steph Curry plus Bane to go over 8 threes. This hit pretty early in the fourth quarter. And then this was actually the play 2 days ago. So this was Monday's YouTube play. This was Tuesday's YouTube play. So we're now 2 for 2 so far in the past 2 days, which is nice to see. Getting some momentum going. And then this was actually a play that I sent out on my Twitter and on my free winnable. So if you're not on my free winnable, it's definitely worth getting on it because it's completely free, right? All you guys do is, I think it's in the description, it says get more of my free plays. You guys can just click on that, sign up for my free winnable. I think the only thing you have to do is put your number in, and then whenever I send out a free play, it's probably like 3 to 4 free plays a week, I would say. I used to send out 1 every day, but I probably do like 3 a week. You'll just get a completely free play that a lot of times is not on these YouTube videos. Or if you follow my Twitter and turn on post notifications, it'll be kind of the same thing there. So both of these entries here were completely free yesterday to a lot of you guys. And then this was also the another play that I sent out yesterday with Green over, Draymond over. And this did hit right here pretty easily too. Again, I kind of mentioned that I didn't know if Draymond was going to be like an assist rebound guy, a point guy, or a defensive guy, and that's why I took his fantasy score over, just because I knew he was gonna do well this game. I just didn't know how he was gonna do well, and it ended up being assists and defense. But unfortunately, Franz Wagner didn't end up missing, which is unfortunate, but it happens. I mean, it's a discount at the end of the day. So yeah, I did go over that we've hit 2 out of 2 the past couple days. We do have like a mini setup here. Lee Hands went over, and then unfortunately Fisher DMP'd, and the guy that subbed him in. If you looked at all these guys over the 2 games, they got like 16 or 17 kills, so they easily went over. Fisher just ended up DMPing, so they just counted as a DMP. So unfortunate there, but we are set up for this afternoon, I believe. And then going over the 4 out of 4s, it's just like, once again, it's just been very unfortunate. You guys see all of the green that's happened, but we just can't figure out how to hit one of these this month for some reason. I don't understand it really, but it kind of is what it is. I've kind of accepted we're just going through like a really rough patch with the 4 out of 4s, and like the 4 out of 4s are really like, what sucks about it is the 4 out of 4s are really like the lifeblood of getting units, because once we hit one of these, we instantly go up like 8 units, and it's really tough to see these just go 3 out of 4 over and over and over again. And you guys can see, like, League of Legends hits up here, and then Valorant misses down here. League of Legends misses down here, but Valorant hits. Valorant does hit down here, right? Like Counter-Strike hits right here, but League of Legends misses up here. So that's really been the most frustrating part, is like, if only I paired this League of Legends duo with this Valorant duo down here, this would have been a full 4 out of 4, but unfortunately we don't do that. And yeah, it's just been frustrating in that regard, right? Where it's just like, I know these things are correlated. These things are obviously correlated together. I've been doing this for like 11 months now. We just can't figure out how to like pair these things together, and there's really nothing I can do about it. Like, how am I supposed to know that these are the guys that are going to go red, and these are the guys that are going to go green, right? Like, so that's just been the frustrating part. It almost feels like I can't do anything about it. Like, I can't put any more work, any more effort into like finding out the specific guys that are going to hit and that are going to miss, right? There's just no way, unless I could time travel or something. But overall, if we scroll down, just to show you guys, I'm very transparent, and I'm limited on my account. So I do get the question of, why do you only play $1 entries? And I'm limited on my account. I got limited around March 10th, so I can only play $1 entries to get you guys the picks. But overall, scrolling through it, you guys can see like really close miss here, really close miss here, and again, really cllose miss here, which was this was a couple days ago. Really close miss here, this was a couple days ago too. This right here, again, 3 out of 4. Like, I could just scroll through for days. Finally hit a 4 out of 4 here, but even scrolling down further, I mean, I'm sure we can find more 3 out of 4s and stuff like that. Right here, another 3 out of 4, right here, another 3 out of 4. So it's just been very tough, right? And if we hit like, 3 of these, 4 of these, we instantly would be up like 30 units or something like that with hitting like 3 or 4 of these. I did go ahead and update the spreadsheet. If you guys don't know, everything is tracked on the VIP and on this channel. I've tracked this since the beginning of this year, but I've also tracked it since the beginning of, last May before I got limited. So May to the time I got limited, we were up around 600 units, which was crazy that we were able to do that. And then now so far in 2025, we are still up 92 units in 2025 after a really large downturn, right? We're now down like 55 units, I would say, since the peak. Overall, this is betting at the end of the day, so it does happen, but it's really hard, like I said, to not feel unlucky with some of these things missing now. April, we're down like 50 units, which is really tough to see, and I know it looks bad, and it is bad. Like, it sucks, right? It's been a really poor month, but I will say, like, if we were to hit some of these 8Xs, 9Xs, that really is like maybe if we hit 5 9Xs or something like that, what would that be, like 45 units or like close to 40 units, we would instantly go up. And I know 5 sounds like a lot, especially during this time where we're not hitting anything, like any of these 4-mans. But we've had days on this channel where we've hit 4-mans in one day, right? And I'm not saying that we're going to bring it all back in one day, or like one day we're going to shoot for the stars and just like win everything. But I'm just saying, just 4 of these entries or 5 of these entries can really bring things back. And I mean, there's been multiple times on this channel we've hit 3 or 4 in a day, or we've hit 1 or 2 every single day for a whole week and stuff like that. So once this thing really starts ramping up, we do. And I know I've been saying that for like a week or 2 now, which is the frustrating part, because I don't want to come on here and sound like I'm like crying wolf, but I'm telling you guys, I've been doing this for a long time and I know how it works. And this kind of streak is just kind of like baffling my mind that we cannot hit these 4-mans. Because like I said, as you guys saw, we've gotten close. We've gotten close with so many of these. Before I get into the plays, one more thing, you guys. I know I'm kind of ranting and rambling along, but I am giving away a Domantas Sabonis jersey. I actually have it right next to me right here. It is signed on the number 1 right here. And all you guys have to do is like, comment on this video. And once you do that, you'll be entered in the raffle, the giveaway for me to give this away. And I'm actually going to be giving it away tomorrow at the end of tomorrow's video. So Kings actually play tonight, which is pretty cool. So if Kings win, I don't know, it'll be fun to give it away, but if they lose, they'll lose too. But overall, I am giving this away tomorrow, and every single video that you like and comment on since I've been giving this away, which was like early April, I will enter you additionally in the raffle. So go ahead and do that, giving back to you guys as much as I can, especially during these like tough times. But hopefully you guys understand, and giving you guys, a chance to hopefully win this signed jersey, which is really cool. And I am looking for suggestions on jerseys for next month. So if you want an NFL jersey, if you want a college football jersey, if you want an NBA jersey, whatever it is, I can go ahead and get it and do this kind of same raffle style thing. So let's go ahead and get into the plays. Sorry for a lot of like talking today, I feel like, but it's important to go over some of that sometimes. We did overall have a pretty decent day yesterday, which is nice to see. Hopefully we can start hitting some of these 4-mans, right? Like, as I've been saying. But overall, this is going to be the first play of the day. I got 2 plays today. First play is Josh Giddey over 9.5 rebounds. I feel like this is one of those plays you just kind of have to take. He just played the Heat. He got 16 rebounds versus the Heat, I believe on the 9th. Josh Giddey, he's just been on an absolute tear. He's going to probably play 40 to 42 minutes tonight in tonight's game. It's one of those things where it's like, I actually have kind of liked the playoffs in the past, because it's a lot easier to tell what these teams are going to do. It's not really going to be a blowout. It's probably going to be a closer game, kind of like last night's game was. And Josh Giddey is going to be playing most of the game here. Like, they're not going to take out Josh Giddey. They're not going to rest him. This is kind of like fully go. Your season's on the line. It is playoff time. And I just think Josh Giddey is in a really prime spot to get 10, 11, 12 rebounds tonight, and he's just been an absolute machine. So if you guys look at Josh Giddey's stats, I mean, he's had games where he puts up 18, 19 rebounds. He's just an absolute machine. You could also take his points, rebounds, but I am just going to go, with the safe play and take his rebounds over. Second play is going to be Karras to go over 7.5 assists. Normally I have a lot of stats on like why I like this guy, but I do really like him here. And I will say in League of Legends, for some reason, underdogs have been just like crushing. Underdogs, not necessarily that they're winning their games, but they're really keeping up, and they're really making the games like hard for the teams that are very favored. So BLG is one of the most favored teams. They're like a top top 3 team in the world, and we is like not so much. They're not as good of a team, but these like underdog teams are really keeping up in games, and I don't know what it is. I don't know whether the game has like given more like comeback opportunities or what it's been, but these underdogs are really overperforming their expectations. So this is an underdog of a team. If you take only his defeats and you kind of like do some math, he is averaging around 9 assists in just defeats. So even if he goes 0-2, I think he has a really good chance of getting 8 or 9 assists here. If it bumps to 8, I would be a little cautious of it, but I mean, I do think it probably will bump to 8, and I would still take it at 8. If it bumps to 8.5, I would not take this anymore. So this is going to be the first play of the day. Before I get into the second play, I do want to say there are multiple ways to get my VIP today actually completely free, which is really exciting. All you guys have to do is text me the word WANNA to my number right here on the screen, and I'll get you guys signed up for a WANNA parlay. You guys just have to put $10 into the app and take a $10 entry. This WANNA parlay also gives you a $250 deposit bonus if you did deposit $250, which is amazing, right? They're doubling your money up to $250, so you can actually start with $500 today if you did want to do that. And if your state is in the yellow here, all you guys have to do is text me the word WANNA right here, and I'll get you guys the instructions on how to sign up, how to put money into the account, how to take a play, and how to then get my VIP for free for 2 months. Another great app is Chalkboard right here. They also do a lot of promos, and they are open to more states. So if your state's in the green, you can go ahead and sign up for Chalkboard. Just text me the word Chalkboard right here to my number, and I'll get you guys 1 free month of the VIP for doing that. All right, so the second and last play of the day is going to be on Counter-Strike here. The entry, I believe 2 days ago, was the Counter-Strike entry, and we took the unders. Same sort of thing here, right? We're going to take the unders here. Simplify is pretty heavily favored in this game. They just played, I believe, in the middle of March, so about a month ago. Simplify absolutely dominated. It was 13-3 and then 13-5, which are 2 very quick games. And again, I'm hoping that another quick game happens because this is correlated based off of game length. So if you guys don't know what we do here, we do correlation, which means that I take things to go either over together or under together, things that kind of make sense together. So that means in Counter-Strike, if it's a short game, that's going to mean less kills for both of these guys because less rounds equals less kills in both of these for both of these guys. If this game goes into overtime, if it goes the distance, that's going to mean more kills and more rounds for these guys. So more rounds equals more kills, less rounds equals more kills. Less rounds equals less kills. I cannot speak today. Yeah, that's pretty much the gist of Counter-Strike, and that's how it's very correlated. So if these guys do end up playing a shorter game like they did in the middle of March, that should mean that these guys go under their kill totals, and these guys should go under their kills together, which, by the way, is pretty much exactly what happened in this play that I gave out on Monday, right? The first map especially was a very quick game, and second map was a very quick game, and first map was actually kind of a longer type game, but second map was such a quick game that these guys just ended the game, and no one could go over their kill totals, even though Fluxo did end up winning this game in a pretty convincing fashion. So yeah, lock this in as the second play, lock this in as the first play. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, like and comment for that for the entry in the Sabonis giveaway, and yeah, I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video.